The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now it's Mahomes again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
he's got a man complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Rashee Rice, 26 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. 3rd and 4. They'll run again with Harris. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Harris running straight ahead. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. On the give, this is Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, 29 yards. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. These teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That'll be caught by Rice. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. Now a stoppage as Samaje Pirine appears to have been shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They snap it to Fields. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Mahomes now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. This 2nd and 4. They run again with Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A give to Harris. Taken down at the 47-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. This is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A shotgun snap, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out of the gun, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped. And they did. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they... There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Fields. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pacheco. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Samaje Perine, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is going to have the Steelers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now it's Fields. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. A spin. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. 36 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Automatic first down.
Up the middle, here's Perine. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's laid out deep for Rice. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 3. Now Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They snap it to Fields. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They run it with P. Ryan on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down, staying on his feet. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Harris running straight ahead. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Here's Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Boswell's kick is good, and we are tied again here in the second quarter. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll hand it to Pirine. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Mahomes now to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down. Handoff here for Pirine. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Again, here's Pirine. Fight it. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Samaje Pirine with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now Fields. Got his man. It's Warren. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Fields now to throw. And here's Freiermuth again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A 35-yard attempt.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take it.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Samaje Perine in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. So his big first half continues, his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
It's a gain of 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Here's Harris, able to push his way through, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Harris. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They run for it with Harris. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 3 yards.
They'll run with Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Fields. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Warren. Second down and 8. To the air again, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Boswell's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. On the give, it's Warren. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Fields trying to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steelers offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Now it's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to the 45-yard line. A handoff for Warren. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll run it, Warren. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5. Now a run with Warren. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On the run, it's Warren. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Warren again. And this time he is in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start on the ground with Pirine. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now he's into the clear again, and he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run, 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Pirine. Brought down at the 20.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Pirine again on 2nd down. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 13-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Hand off here for P-Ryan. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Warren. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's got the 1st. He's up to the 45-yard line.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
Back to throw. Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and an incompletion as a result.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields. And that will be incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They run it with P-Ryan on 1st down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take it in for touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This now a 3rd and 4. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
A 7-yard gain.
Here's Warren. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw is Fields. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Warren. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Warren, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Almost at 2 yards. It's 4th down.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Patterson on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cordero Patterson. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. The solid stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, here's Pirine. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. Go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, here's Fields. Got his man, it's Warren. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On the give, it's Warren. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the left hash, this from 39. Boswell's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in the tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff for Warren. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a run with Warren. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here comes 2nd down at 5. On the run, it's Warren. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Back to throw. Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One more time with Patterson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Cordero Patterson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 7. Under a minute 20 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he's got this down to the 35.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The firing in that time, it was Nick Herbig. Credit him with a sack. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offense?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Mahomes will throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patterson. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Complete. Jefferson to target. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh.